The stillness outside the terminal. Not the brochure kind, the real kind. Hot asphalt, rolling luggage wheels, that low hum of people who thought early is better. I stood in that heat and humidity once on an MSC sailing out of Port Canaveral. We watched a family get turned around twice. First for arriving an hour before their slot. Second because their documents were in the checked bag. That moment? It's not bad luck. It's the most expensive pattern recognition failure of the entire cruise. While cruise lines sell the dream of seamless boarding, we calculate the reality. Embarkation day is the highest leverage 4 to 6 hours of your vacation. Get it wrong, and you start behind. Get it right, and the whole week compounds. I'm Ed, and today we're covering the embarkation day mistakes most MSC cruisers still make, and exactly how to avoid them. If this is the kind of no-fluff, data-driven MSC intel you've been looking for, make sure to subscribe. We cover MSC cruises in more depth than anyone else. I rank these by consequence, how much time, money, or enjoyment each mistake costs you if you get it wrong. Mistake number 1. Booking the flight that lands the morning of sail away. Is this just paranoia? No. Cruise ships do not wait. MSC's official policy is clear. Check-in and boarding close 2 hours before departure. Miss that window and you're denied embarkation. The real math is simple. Flight delay probability on any given day is not zero. Weather, crew, ATC, pick your variable. One missed connection and you're looking at last-minute flights to the next port, hotels, meals, and the non-refundable cruise fare you're still paying for. Families of 4 have reported catch-up costs north of $3,000. How to avoid? Arrive the day before. Always. Make the port city part of the vacation. That's not padding, that's risk management. Mistake 2. Treating the MSC for Me app and web check-in like optional homework. MSC assigns you a dedicated check-in slot by default. You can change it only during web check-in, available from booking confirmation until 2 days out. Complete it and you get the digital boarding pass, QR code, optional security photo, and the ability to register a credit card. Skip it or do it wrong, and you stand in the longer line while staff take your photo and print everything. On busy days, that difference is 30 to 60 minutes of your first day. Why it matters. Embarkation is a controlled flow system. MSC designed the slots and the app to protect that flow. When you ignore the system, you become the friction. Do the web check-in early. Download the app at home on Wi-Fi. Take the security photo there. Register payment if you can. Your future self at the terminal will thank you. Mistake 3. Showing up whenever. MSC is explicit. Arrive before your dedicated slot opens and you may be asked to wait outside the terminal. Arrive after it closes and embarkation can be denied. Check-in and boarding close 2 hours before the ship sails. No exceptions for, I didn't know. The times on your ticket and app are estimates. Port operations, weather, previous cruise turnaround can shift them. The only fixed number is your assigned slot. Why this is a mistake. Early arrival doesn't get you on first. It just puts you in the heat or the holding area while the people with the correct slot walk past. Late arrival risks the ultimate failure state, missing the ship. Solution. Stick to the slot. Use the buffer time for coffee near the port or a final walk. Treat it like a military movement window. Precision beats early. Mistake 4. Treating the carry-on like an afterthought or packing the wrong things in it. Checked luggage is delivered late afternoon into evening. Your cabin may not even be ready when you board. If your swimsuit, medication, chargers, or change of clothes are in the big bags, you're stuck. MSC is also one of the strictest lines on what you can bring. 0 alcohol of any kind on embarkation. No water, soda, or juice either. Security will inspect and dispose. The failure here is opportunity cost. Your first 3 to 4 hours on board should be lunch, pool, sail away, or yacht club lounge if you're lucky. Instead, you're hunting for toothpaste or watching someone else's bag get opened. So, pack 2 proper handbags within the size limits. Everything you need until dinner goes in there. Documents and IDs stay on your person, never in checked luggage. Mistake 5. Treating the muster drill like optional theater. On MSC, it usually looks like this. Watch the safety video on your cabin TV, dial the confirmation number from the phone, often 881, then take your cruise card to the assigned muster station, print it on the card and cabin door. Staff scan you, Done. Miss it and they will come find you. Non-attendance can lead to disembarkation. Why it matters? This is not bureaucracy. It's the one process that guarantees every person knows where to go if the ship needs to evacuate. MSC runs it efficiently now. No life jackets in most cases, but it is still compulsory. Do it early. Get it checked off so the rest of the day is free. Mistake 6. The classic stampede to the buffet the second you clear security. Cabins often aren't ready. The buffet is slammed. Meanwhile, main dining rooms, casual spots, and even some specialty venues are open and quieter. Worse, failing to activate your cruise card for purchases, machines, or guest services by 11 p.m. first night, not greeting your cabin steward, and not opening the MSC For Me app once connected to ship Wi-Fi. The real math of day one. Every system you ignore, card, app, steward, reservations, creates friction later. Every system you set up multiplies free time. Drop bags at the cabin even if it's not ready. Activate the card. Open the app. Book or confirm anything you need. Then eat where the line is shortest. Final cluster of mistakes: unlabeled bags, excess weight, and prohibited items that get you pulled aside. MSC requires tags with full details. Bags over the limits: 2 checked per person, 23 kilograms or 50 pounds each. Cabin total 100 kilograms or 220 pounds for up to 8 pieces can be refused. And yes, they will find the alcohol you thought was cleverly packed. These are completely avoidable failures. They turn a 20-minute drop-off into a 45-minute security event. Here's the framework I use. Treat embarkation like a project with a hard deadline and zero float. Complete every pre-work item: web check-in, app, documents, day bag. Respect the slot. Protect the first 4 hours on board for setup, not recovery. Do that and you start the cruise already winning. Drop your own embarkation war stories in the comments. I read every one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.